Welcome to the channel. It's the Premier League. It's back. If you're a lover of football, I think this weekend should be one of the most happiest weekend of your life because the boarding day is off and there's nothing as beautiful as us doing the Premier League prediction. And oftentimes, I'm always right. Oftentimes, 90% of the time, I'm right. So today what we're going to do the Premier League top four. We're going to do the Premier League relegation zone, the top three teams that will be relegated. We're going to predict which team will win the Premier League, and finally we're going to predict which player will be the highest goal scorer this season. So please, if this is your first time of seeing this channel, subscribe, like, and on the notification button because we do prediction, we do review, we do preview, we interview fans around Nigeria. Welcome to the channel. Let's go. So the first round will be which three teams do you think will be relegated this season? Now let's ask ourselves which three teams promoted to the Premier League. We have Leicester City, who won the championship, right? We have Ipswich, we came second. Southampton played the playoff and they qualified. Ipswich played one of the most beautiful games last season. Leicester City, of course, where there was some time there was some hitchy there, but they were excellent and they were like proper Premier League team. They've won the Premier League. Ipswich are proper Premier League team before they got relegated, right? Southampton was a proper Premier League before they got relegated, but Southampton are one team that have relegated so much. Anyway, the three of them are in the Premier League now, and we're going to ask ourselves, which team do you think will be relegated this season? To be candid, in these three teams that got promoted into the Premier League, it's only one team that I think will be going back. I think Ipswich will remain in the Premier League. I think Leicester will remain in the Premier League. Leicester, with the number of players that they have now, I think they will remain in the Premier League. I know they've changed manager. Maresca is now in Chelsea. Ipswich, McKenna was excellent last season. I think Ipswich is going to remain in the Premier League, but I think Southampton will be relegated. I don't know. I feel like the management of Southampton is not excellent. The way they manage the club is not excellent. So I think Southampton will be relegated. Which other two teams do I think will be joining them from the Premier League? The first thing that comes to my mind, to be candid, is Nottingham Forest. They struggled last season, but they qualified, right? I think it's going to be harder for them this season. I think it's going to be absolutely very difficult for them. Nunes was excellent anyway, but I still feel like they can be relegated this season. Yeah, I feel like they will be relegated this season. The other two teams in my mind that I think will be joining them, one of them will be joining them, is Bournemouth and Brentford. But I think Brentford has a brighter chance of making the Premier League than Bournemouth. Solanke have left Bournemouth now. That's a big one, you understand? So I feel like Bournemouth will be joining Southampton and Nottingham Forest. These are the three teams that will be relegated. Nottingham Forest, Southampton, and Bournemouth. Let me know which team do you think will be relegated this season. Now let's go to the top four this season, bro. Top four. I think the top four have been, in the last 6 years, the top four have been extremely difficult. And last season, I think I got my top four wrong because Aston Villa got it right. But this season, I think I'm going to get it right. I think I'm going to get my top four right, to be candid. Of course, your top two, my top two, your top two will be Man City and Arsenal. So which two clubs will be joining these two teams? That is the question we're going to ask ourselves now. We have Tottenham. We have Aston Villa. We have Manchester United. We have Liverpool. But I'll tell you what, Aston Villa is going to be absolutely very difficult for them this season because they're playing Champions League. That's a lot of games to play in a season. And I think the only reason why Aston Villa made it into the top four last season was because Chelsea was absurd and Manchester United was appalling. I think it's going to be absolutely very difficult for Aston Villa, to be candid. The top four that they made yesterday, last season, I think it was by mistake. I don't think they're going to make it this season. I think it's going to be extremely very difficult for them. And Tottenham, of course, I don't think they can make it. I know they signed Solanke, but I don't think Tottenham has what it takes this season to be in the Champions League. So I think the two clubs that will be joining Man City and Arsenal into that top four will be, number one of them will be Liverpool. Also, I don't feel like Chelsea will make it into top four. Hear me out. I'm not saying Chelsea is not a good team. They're not a good club. They have a good manager, Maresca, even though he has not been tested in the Premier League yet. But I think they signed quite a number of players that it will be absolutely very, very difficult for him to get it right now. That's it. That's why I'm not putting them into the top 4. Otherwise, I think Chelsea has all what it takes to be in the top 4. But when you look at the number of players they've signed now and how difficult is going to be for Maresca to like fix these players, to know where to put all these players, that's what's going to make it absolutely very, very difficult for Chelsea to finish in top 4. But I see them finishing in top 6. Yeah, even in top 5 if there is a chance for top 5 to go into the Champions League. But it's absolutely very, very difficult for them to make it into top 4. So, which I'm now left with Manchester United. Now, why I'm picking Manchester United to make it into the top 4 is because they've made proper signing. And Ineos in recent week have shown that Manchester United are now proper club. They run the way they run it now, the kind of players they sign now. So when you have the likes of Delete and they have the likes of Martinez into that central midfield, for sure, you start thinking that Manchester United will make it into the top 4. The only problem I'm seeing now is just the middle of the park. Manager, good. Defense, all right. Striker, I think they are okay. So I think Manchester United will make it into the 4. So it's going to be Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, Manchester United. These are my top 4 prediction. Yeah. Now, who is going to be the top goal scorer? That is the next question. Of course, I think the first person that runs into your mind would be Haaland. And I don't blame you. So, I'll be thinking Haaland. Yeah. Next person you'll be thinking is probably Salah. Then you'll be thinking of Kupama. These are the, like, real guys. But, Oluwinki, we've forgotten that guy. Bro, this guy scored over 20 goals last season. Man, I don't know. But I still feel like Haaland will still be the highest goal scorer, bro. It's obvious, right? I don't know. But I think Salah probably will come second. Oluwinki, I call him Oluwinki, may come third. And I still see Kopama scoring quite a lot of goals this season. So these are my top 4 highest goal scorer. But I think Haaland is still going to be the highest goal scorer. Now, our final question is who is going to win the league? And that is my prediction. See, I've said it. I don't know. I've watched Man City. And I watched their game against Manchester United. I know I don't want to like use that community sheet to define them. But I feel like Man City are not going to win the league this season. Take it from me. I am picking. God, don't get this one wrong. I am picking. It's hot. It's hot to say. But I'm picking Liverpool to win the league this season. I'm serious. I don't know. I feel like Liverpool as a team will be coming stronger this season. And I think when you look at that depth of Liverpool squad, they are probably the most complete Premiership presently. And when you look at all their preseason, they were excellent. The way they play, the way they coordinate themselves. So, I don't know. I feel like Liverpool may win the league this season. I'm serious. For a very, very long time, for the very first time in a very long time, last season they missed out because of some injury and because of the early decision of Jurgen Klopp's announcement of retirement. And I think that is one of the reasons why they lost that league last season. But this season, I think they are more composed. There's no more too much pressure on the manager. And the players are very, very compact now. They understand each other very well. The system is moving very well with that team. And I think they are the most organized Premiership team presently. I mean, Liverpool. So, I think Liverpool will win the league. Arsenal will come second. Man City will come third. And Manchester United will finish fourth. These are my Premier League prediction. What are yours? Just let me know on the comment section. And please, if this is your first time of seeing this channel, subscribe, like, and on the notification button. Thank you, and God bless.